All right, so Junk, I'm going to mark you with a star because you're a star. So what's going to happen is Junk is going to run in and take Ani all the way back to the 12 o'clock position. If you know this fight, you probably know it well, but I'm still going to say it. And if you need water, by the way, trade the moon. We're going to mark the big ugly beast here. So everybody else is going to stack up over here.
Oh, I thought you
And
meant
we're going to run in on the left. So we're going to run in on the left-hand side. We're going to stop kind of just past the cave, in between her two legs on her left-hand, or sorry, yeah, her left-hand side. She's going to be facing north, and we're just going to do white damage DPS. We're not going to go crazy. We do not want to race in phase 1. Our race is only in phase 2. Phase 2 is the only time that you need to be going all out if you're ranged. What's going to happen in phase 1, though, is Junk's going to go all the way back to the top of the cave, going to tank Ani there, and it's going to just build up threat, and then we're going to slowly but surely eke her down to like 60% or whatever it is, 66%. Once she goes up in phase 2, we're going to dot her up, and we're going to DPS her down as fast as possible. During phase 2, whelps will come out of both caves. Don't panic if they do. Tanks will pick them up on either side, and then we'll just DPS them down really quickly. We're going to need melee to really focus on that because you're not going to be able to hit Ani during that phase. She's also going to deep breath from time to time during phase 2. The faster we go through phase 2, the less deep breaths we get. So when she is up in the air, you just have to pay attention to where she is on the map. If she's in the 9 o'clock or 3 o'clock positions here or here, she's going to shoot the breath right across the center of the cave. If she's in the 12 o'clock or 6 o'clock position, she's going to shoot the deep breath right across the middle. And if she's on either diagonal, she's going to shoot it diagonally in front of her, wherever that is. So look at her position. We will ping the map where it's safe to be during the fight. So we'll call it out and we'll ping it. If we can avoid deep breaths, a lot of people don't die. That's really good. At all times during the fight, stay away from the mouth of the cave because that's really bad news. If we get extra whelps, we don't need that, especially when she's coming down to land. When she's coming down to land, we'll call to stop DPS so the tanks can pick her up. If you get aggro on her when she's landing, do us all a favor and go to the 12 o'clock position. Don't try to run. Don't try to hide. Don't try to ice block at that point. It's too late. Just run to the 12 o'clock position and die. We would rather you were dead at 12 o'clock than wiping the raid. It's really hard to get her in position, and it's really hard for tanks to get back aggro, especially if they've been hit with fireballs. So give us time, don't DPS, and if you have to, go run it, die at 12 o'clock. We would rather that happen. On phase 3, it's back to the same mechanics as phase 1, except she's going to fear periodically, so we need to stay away from the caves, especially there. In fact, we want to be at the top part of the cave when she's landing. And you want to stay off the cracks here. If you look at the cracks that are kind of glowy like this, they're going to shoot lava up, and that can easily kill you. So just don't be on the cracks in phase 3. We'll call some of that stuff out. Tin, when phase 3 happens and we land and we get her settled and she's in the right spot, that's when we're going to have you go plant the sword in front of her so that she breathes on it. You do not want to plant the sword until phase 3 and until things are settled down, because if you plant the sword early and she breathes fire on it, you have 20 minutes to quench the blade. Otherwise, you have to start from scratch. You don't have to buy a new book, but you have to start over and go back to Dire Maul. So make sure that you don't plant the sword until phase 3 once she's settled. If you're dead during phase 3, don't worry. We'll try to save a battle res for you so that you can go plant the sword. In fact, if a warlock can put a soulstone on her, that would be even better.
Yes. Can we also get a mark on Tinjai so that healers just know where they are at all times?
Oops, that's not Tin, that's Tirati. Is that right? Did I get the right person?
I think so.
Anyway, that's a lot to take in, I know, and if you've never been here before, it's okay. I'm going to do a quick ready check to make sure you understand the fight. If you have any questions, this is the perfect time to let us know so that we don't wipe. Beautiful. All right, then we get to do our nice little trick here. Next time, I'm going to do a ready check right now. Please hit no. If you can hear my voice, hit no. Two nips and egg, yeah. Always. All right, sounds good. I think we're ready. Healers have mana, everybody's good. So, Junk, when you're ready.
I had a question about the sword.
Yeah.
So she does not have to taunt the boss for it. She just
No, she just has to plant it in front. Yep. All she has to do is put it in front, and then when Onyxia breathes fire on it, it will become flame breathed or whatever. And then when she picks it up at the end of the fight, she'll quench it in Onyxia before she despawns, and we're fine. So that's why we wait till pretty late into phase 3 to make sure that everything's going to go smoothly. All right, then, Junk, when you're ready, just kind of run in there and grab her, and we'll all run to the...
Okay.
All right, here we go. Make sure you stay on the left side, but stay away from the cave. Don't get too far in front of her. She will swipe you.
Swipe her, no swiping.
Don't turn your back to her. Just keep backpedaling. There you go.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Don't get too far in front. That's for the raid, not for Junk. Junk's doing great. You can go ahead and back her up just a tiny bit more. All right, go ahead and white damage now. White damage only. And everybody can kind of group up right about where the square and the X are. You don't have to be that close. This is true for phase 3 as well. You do not have to be very close to be able to do damage to Onyxia. Watch your aggro if you're a DPS warrior or something like that. And something to know, in case you don't know, every time Junk Punch gets knocked back, like just that right there, she loses 20% of her aggro. So if you see her get knocked back, you want to kind of just back off a little bit so that you don't pull aggro. When you see it turns to us and kills us.
It's just supposed to be white damage, right?
Yeah, just white damage right now. Don't go crazy.
Blinding, pretty much.
Yep.
Yep.
Or if you want to go hit it with your staff to get some skill ups. You don't know. You're getting
And
close
healers?
to things.
It is got a mana regen, so if you hit it with your staff, it doesn't interfere with your heals, and you can regen.
Oh, we turned her. Turn her back. If you've got aggro, turn her back. Nightfaller, you've got aggro. Turn her. Alright, now we can go all out. We need some people on both sides to pick up whelps. Right now, if she were to breath, she would breath right down the middle. So it's safe on the left and the right. Being in the don't want to be too close to those caves. And spread out a little bit because the fireballs will hit everybody around you. It makes it harder.
Beware.
Alright, watch out for deep breath. Missed the warning. If she breaths, it'll be in the middle.
Damn, I didn't even make it to phase 3 this time.
Alright, top right, bottom left is the safe spot. A lot of people are not in the safe spot. Stage 3 soon, so we want to stop dots. Just keep burning her down. Everybody should be getting ready to go to the top of the cave, because when she lands, we want to be at the top before whoever has. Whelps are going to come out right towards the end, too. Top right, bottom left again. We've got whelps coming out, which means she's about to go.
Whelps bottom left, tank.
Beware. She's gonna land, she's gonna roar, get away from the cave. If we get whelps, we're gonna take those down first. If you get aggro, take her to the top. Clickbait, you got aggro, take her to the 12.
I'm north.
Beware.
Naira's got aggro, take her to 12.
Feared.
Take care of the whelps while we're doing this. Kurt's got aggro? Nope. Maeve's got aggro. Pass has got aggro. Alyssa's got aggro. Tanks fight for her.
Beware.
Naira's got aggro. We need a tank on her as soon as possible. 6 got aggro.
Guys, don't be attacking her.
Yeah, we need to make sure the tanks get aggro before we start attacking.
Junk punch is up.
Wolf has aggro. Heals on Wolf. Everybody away. Heals on Wolf. Let her get aggro. Do not attack.
Got a fear ward on Wolf.
Beware.
Get into position. Or get stable, I should say. Stay off the cracks for the lava. Remember that every time she gets knocked back, she's going to lose some aggro.
Could probably start white damage, guys.
Okay.
Bandage if you can to help the healers out.
Beware.
Big heals on Wolf. Ard's got it. Ard's got it. Big heals on Ard.
Beware.
Ard, you might have to get a little bit closer so she doesn't evade. That's perfect. Tinge, you'll probably want to drop the sword at 20% as long as we still have it stable. Just drop it right on top of Ard.
Beware.
Ard. Might need to pop some cooldowns if you still have it. I said 20% or so. I'd say go ahead, and if you want to drop it, you can. It's a little tenuous.
Beware.
We're in execute phase.
Still just white damage.
No, go ahead and go all out.
Beware.
If you want to, you can drop it in front of Ard. Just make sure you know where Ard is first.
Ard, the sword's a little bit more over by X.
Yeah, turn to your right, Ard. Just like, yep, perfect. Right there, right there. Jaden, can you verify that the sword has been breathed on now? It should have a cog on.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
Right before
got
she
it.
fell on it.
Nice.
Congrats, congrats.
Nice.
And she needs
Well
to
done.
stab him with it, right?
Yeah, make sure you click on Ani now that you have the blade. You click on Ani and you click on the blade, and it'll quench the blade in it, and then you'll know you're awesome.
All right.
Nice pattern.
Congrats, Tid. Oh yeah, sorry. You're master leader, but you're not assist. Man, I'm bad at this. Oh no.
Oh,
Nice
nice.
roll.
There you go, pass.
Nice.
He rolled 100, but he's passing.
You know, because of the name. Yeah, how do you ever win any loot with a name like Pass?
By 1 point. No way.
All the caster speed roll.
Congrats.
Hog.
Nice.
Is there just one or two backtracks?
We got a Skinner, right?
Yeah, it could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
No, it's not Akaden.
I got it. Oxford's got it.
Oh, Ox. Yeah, sorry.
Whoa,
Wrong Akaden, right? Because Ake's
Yeah.
got the one.
I can also skin too.
Oh, that's right.
Awesome. Thank you, Dragon. Yeah, cool.
So, am I skinning it or someone else?
I go for it. That's fine.
It's all you.
In fact, if I remember correctly, you're really lucky with the skin. You've gotten 4 at one point, right?
Not today.
Boo.
Hey,
Yes,
it
usually
happened.
get 4.
Thanks for the run. I